Hello. 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 Let me check. Hello. Hello. Can you able to hear me? Okay. We'll begin this video technically. So we'll see how it goes. So hello there. How do we start that? Okay, so hello there. In this video, hello there. In this video, I'm gonna review Batman Arkham Knight, and I was in it right now. I'm like late, like what, 10 months? Yeah, it's been 2016 though, so I'm just gonna I wanna review Batman Arkham Knight, and this game, okay, this game came out in 2015 or 2014, but it looks so. One second, shut up. Subtitles off, dialogue. Let me just put it down. Okay, looks cool. So hello there. So in this video, I'm going to review Batman Arkham Knight. It's been like I've been late like 10 weeks, 10 months, 5 like that, 6 to 7, and I played this, I completed this, and I'll tell you this: this is the best Arkham series, in my opinion, Arkham game in the trilogy, in my opinion. Again, you can argue with Arkham City, but again, Arkham City feels. Again, people say Arkham City is good because of it feels more like Batman. It feels like the most Batmanish game. And this one also feels like the more Batmanish game, even more. But it feels like the more usual kind. You know what I mean? Like I feel like in a random Arkham game, in an Arkham time, for example, you can see this happening. In a comic or in like a show. Randomly. And I'll say one of the first things, you know, this is one of the most beautiful games I have. One of the beautiful games I played. You know, okay. Is he gonna say something? Okay, he's not gonna say something. And again, in this timeline, so okay. I am really sorry if. Oh my god. Let me get you to the top of the stairs. Oh my god. Dude, this looks so beautiful. Damn. So I've been late like what, 10 weeks, and there's already videos saying how good the Batman is, how bad the Batman Arkham Knight is, and I'll give you mine, and I'll say something really, though. This game was, held up really well compared to modern games, in my opinion. This game was held up really well. You look at this, you see the trash can moving right now? Yeah, look at this. Cool, right? Yeah. Right? And again, first of all, this was discounted. This whole trilogy, 3 games, Arkham, Arkham Prison Simulator, Club Penguin, okay, and then Arkham City, Arkham Knight, all are combined of $5. Yeah, $5 to $7, and you know what? That's a great deal. And I tried all 3 games, and this game is the one that's special in my heart. You know, special in my heart because first of all, look how beautiful it is. Again, I am using 4K. You're seeing this in 1080p, but still, dude, look at this again. Look at this. You know how beautiful it looks. Now, this game was in Unreal Engine 3, and we're in Unreal Engine 5, and even compared to this is I felt like the best showcase of Unreal Engine 3 of how beautiful it looks. And another thing is that I don't think this game was particularly focused towards ray tracing, and you can see that why. Like, I'll show you something. I think in the gameplay. So I put this at the lowest brightness, and the reason why is that I'll show you this. Let's say I went to the most average. Okay, let's go like this. You see this, right? You can see the sun, you can see the moon, you can see the shininess, you can see, all the lights well, and you can see everything clearly. But again, the thing is that for some people, in my opinion, that for even me, is that it feels too much brightness, in my opinion. Like, it feels too brightness, like it feels like a little foggy. You see that over there, like on the corner, right? You see that fogginess over there, like, you know, I can't, I don't know. And it shows that like the game was well optimized. The game knows, like you increase the brightness, so it added a lot of fog. It added like a lot of fog all the way over there, like on the bridge, over there. And I love the brightness because it looks like that. And when I did that, let's say like here, even like here, look at this. You know, not only looks, not only looks like dark and all of that, but thing it still looks cool. Like for example, look at the Batman cape. The cape is so shiny, The cape looks so shiny, the armor looks shiny. And you look at this. Now, if I showed you right now, right? Um, if I showed you the difference, for example, two differences, it feels like, the lights, have a stronger contrast right now. I can, like stronger contrast. I can see like, specifically. And okay, what I want to say is that whenever you change the brightness, it feels like a different game. It feels like a different game than you think. You know, I played this once with full brightness, medium brightness, and one without low brightness, and the differences are insane. Like, for example, the Scarecrow. Scarecrow with low brightness looks like 2000 and like not 1970s, Palpatine, like the hologram one. It looks like it has that different tone, when you're playing when you're playing dark brightness, and it looks cool because other games, for example, you lower brightness, it looks like crap. It looks like crap. But this one, for example, this one, it has that different tone. I don't know why. I also feel like, this is a showcase where you don't have to put Unreal Engine, no, I mean, you don't have to put NVIDIA, art, ray tracing on anything. It's still using ray tracing, but I think that like the combination of art style and graphics made this game look so beautiful. You know, I like that again, and graphically. I wish many games would look into it and acknowledge like that. You know, how can you make a game where if I lower the brightness, it's a different game. It feels different. Looks different. Right now, I feel like I'm walking. I feel like I'm walking in like a lane. You feel like you're walking in a lane, literally. And you look at this, for example. And it is a cool thing to remember. So like right now, we only look at specific things. We don't look at the whole thing. Right now, like right now I'm walking right now. Let's say I put it at full brightness, for example. Okay. Let's say I put this at a medium brightness. I'll put this. Okay. Again. Now you see that like dot. You see that like brightness of lights became like not sharp. And You know, it looks clear. You can see everything, but you know, it gives that different tone whenever you lower the brightness. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's why I like to play this game at like lower brightness. You know, I really do like to play this game in lower brightness. So, uh, is that the only thing I wanna say? Not really. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I never seen that before. Wait, what? Wait, why is the police cars getting chased? Wait, can I help them? I don't think I can help them. Oh well, yeah. Anyway, I'd like to say a few things. So, combat. The combat is great. All Arkham games have the really good combat. This game has the best combat actually, like because it has a lot of combos. Because it has that, you know, it has a lot of combos you can do. You know, it has a lot of steps and things like that. And it has a lot of cool boss battles too. Only few, but it has some. But that's, you know, there's also tag teams, for example, and they're fun. You know, and there's also a lot of enemy variety, like you know, enemy variety though. Another thing is that you know, uh, the boss battles. What do I say? Cool things about it. Let's see. The environment. The environment is legendary, in my opinion. It's great. It, like you know, you can see this. You know, look at this. You know, look how it looks. You know, they made this game into really cool. Really looking beautifully. You know, and you know you can look at the AI, for example, NPCs. There's a lot of NPCs, and each of the NPCs look so sick. You see that? You know, the guy shooting, and you know, it shows that. You know, these small things make the game look, you know, real and immersive. You know, the NPCs, for example, throw trash cans. Sometimes, you know, they fight each other. Sometimes, you know, they, you know, play. You know, sometimes again, you know, it's a lot of things the NPCs do, and sometimes, you know, most of the time they talk, and we hear about them, and each time, each mission you've done with them, you get more and more dialogue from all of the NPCs, from policemen to criminals to, I think even the jailed criminals too. Some of them, yeah, most of them, you know, there's a lot of criminals, you know, lots of things. I think this is okay. GCPD. I'll go there. Lots of things. Uh, lot of things. Yeah, there's also a lots of side content and main content. Really, though, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of side content. You know that ranges from good to use like wasted, in my opinion. But there's a lot of side content that's like good, and DLC that's like good. But there's also a few that are like wasted in my opinion. Like uh, the guy with the mask. No, with, like that looks like Bruce. Yeah, that's like wasted, in my opinion. And it makes sense because this game was rushed. I don't know how, but this game was rushed. You know, I really don't know why people rush this game. Rush, you know, why companies try to make games rush. And I wish this game wasn't rushed and worked its way through to make it complete. Another thing I'd like to say is the story. Now, people actually hate Batman Arkham Knight because of the story. And I'll say something actually, is that after I'm looking into it, so I realized that the the story is that the story is bad. It's just that the writers didn't know how to say it. Like the story, more like the story isn't confusing. It's just that like what the writers want to say couldn't say well enough. Like like a Joker virus, for example. In reality, that's not Joker virus. That's a prion disease. That you know that is specifically prion disease. you know. And Batman's, scared of it so much that he thought he became Joker. Again, he is so mentally strong. His mentality is so strong that he made himself. He thinks he became Joker, literally. If he got the Joker disease, he could have just died because of fire. But he isn't. And I think that that's something they haven't said. Another thing, there's small details in the story, like when Joker was, torturing Jason, for example. There's few hints it gives about it. It's like a few hints that Jason wasn't dead. Jason didn't got shot. Didn't Joker didn't shot Jason. Or is it like an act of, you know, it's to show, Jason didn't die. Like it's an act of uh, like a plot, a scheme. And the thing is, this is from Batman's mind. Like his mind was so advanced that his mind was so advanced. Oh, okay. His mind was so advanced that he could make like hallucinations again, lots of things into it. Let me just stop it. I just wanna walk. I just wanna walk. Like he again, and the thing is that the people, the writers didn't easily say that. Like they should have said it, or not said it, but like could have showed it somehow. But I think they couldn't have done it, And I think they could have. Another thing, you can say that one of the theories is that Batman knows, I think Batman, it's like, Batman knows Jason isn't dead, but he's scared that it was Jason. He was scared it was Jason all along. It was Jason. Is that the one? Yeah, like Batman knows. Like people would say like, oh, it's just, you know, oh, it's just, genetic. No, yeah, Bo knows he knows Jason's alive somewhere. He's just, scared that that's Jason. He was meeting Jason for the first time after a long time, like that. That was what he's scared about. Um, you know, Another thing people were hated about is the car, this car here. And let me tell you, I agree a few things, but not really, not really. Like the game advertised the car for so much, Why does the car look so good? Damn, artificial model or something. I don't know, but but the thing, and people would argue like, oh, this game was, oh, most of it's car simulator. But first of all, who told you to drive a car for so long? There's only like 10%, you can argue 15, percent you use the car. You use the car, and most of it is just flying, fighting, talking, like that. And again, there's a lot of, YouTubers who just, you know, who calculated it. And I also did it too. Like, there's a lots of areas where I don't even use the car, but except like driving or specific site, specific quests where you have to use the car. But there's so little, in my opinion. I think so. Like that, you know. And exactly like that. Another argument you can see is that, let me go inside. They all know I'm Bruce. I am. Wow. Hello. Are they gonna salute me? They're not saying anything. Oh. Okay, no, I'm sorry. That's my fault. Okay. Let me do. You know what? Let me put some. Oh, wait, not you. That's not you. I'm gonna keep it like this. Are you gonna talk? Okay. You see, that's like if each of the NPCs has some talking they could do. You know, and the talking changes actually a little each quest you complete. Not each quest, but like a certain range of quests. After you can talk to him. Wait, oh, I thought it was pumpkin. Yeah, and again, you know, lot of NPCs, volume, a lot of NPCs talking. See this, Hogler, Tanem. That's a lot of NPCs they talk. You know, see, can't beat them up. Can't beat them up. I wish I beat them up. You see this penguin tugs. You know, there's a lot of side. Also, there's a lot of side quests, which includes range of gang members. Range of this. Like, I'll show you this, not this one. It's also this. You see this, like, there's a lots and lots of them, ranging from the main story, uh, the man bat, these small ones like man bat, which is good to hear, or, you know, like the Gotham on fire, you know, which is okay, but not good. Also, even the small ones like this, you know, short ones, like Lamp of the Shorter, or, you know, weapon, or you can have, like, you know, tag team with Dick, you know, gun under. Or you know this, you know, even small ones like this, and I wanna show. I wish I wanna show you like, in the. I'll show you. I'll show you. Like, and at one point, there's so many, you know, quests, so many tanks, so many, uh, you know, so many tanks, so many zones, so many, you know, areas that you know that these enemies are that it feels like a true lockdown. You know, it feels like a true lockdown. You know, it feels like, you know, this whole place was locked down so well that, you know, they thought that they're going to win. Oh yeah, this is a DLC room. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's like a DLC boss guy right here, like some rabbit, and then Jack like this. Is it this? You know, this is a room. Yeah. Hello there, hello there. See, you can talk to them. I see this, like, you know, I really want to say a few things, like little cool things. And you see, you know, these are the people we saved. You know, and, you know, these people. It's like to remind that what we have done. You know, it's like to remind what good things you've done. And it feels like, you know, closer to being, you know, the true Batman. You know, saving people, doing stuff. You know, actually saving people. Like if I say, for example, Arkham City. At the end, for example, Batman was thinking of not saving the Gotham City and save Talia. But you know, my boy Alfred helped Batman, and which was how you know, which shows that you know it wasn't feel like a Batman. Instead, you know, it shows that you know Batman, you know, cares more of his family, and it just is shows about it, you know. But it also feels like, you know, he wasn't ready. You know, this was his one of the first times, you know. You know, he was scared about, you know, losing Jason. Losing Talia just like Jason. Also Dr. Cook. Oh yeah, there's like a update. Yeah. In October. I see this. And this is such a goofy one though. This is such a goofy area. I like this whole area though. You can talk to all of them. You can talk to all of them. And that's how good this is. You know, this was 2015, and this is how good games could be. And people are like, "Oh, you need high expectations. Oh, you know, all the things, all of this." But 2015, this is 2015. Like, look how different stuff there are. Look how different these stuffs are. Look how different these NPCs are. Look at how different these are. And in fact, there's also seasonal pass. Look how different these, you know, they are not copy and pasted from Arkham City. No, they made it. You know, what's in here? Oh, I think this is the Mad Hatter. Okay, this is the DLC part. I'm sorry. Yeah, like there's a lot of different things. That's why I like this game A lot. Hello, cock. Hello, cockling. I'm not gonna talk to you. Hello, Lazagul. How are you alive? Dead. That makes sense. He's still alive. God damn it. Yeah, see this dumbass over here. Goofy ass guy. Goofy ass guy, bro. And yeah, there's a lots of things. There's a lot of DLC. There's a lot of things. I like about it. You know, how long is this? Whoa, that's crazy. 26 minutes. But yeah, this is the whole review. Really, I give it. I should have started like. I should have said that. I should give it a 9 out of 10. I should have said that in the beginning. Like I want to say like, oh, I'm gonna give it this 9 out of 10. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna say it again. I hear. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. But there's also a few things, in my opinion, like the story. There's few things that are wrong with the story. Like there's wrong with the story. Like some parts are ass. You know, some part like the how they showed Jason was really bad, in my opinion. Like the wasted potential of Jason, or how they kind of portrayed, not portrayed Joker. I think how they portrayed some of the side content enemies, like that shot, for example. That shot in Arkham Origins was great, but that shot in Arkham Knight, bad. They should somehow really go, but there's no fight. Another thing is tank fights, in my opinion. Yeah, I said that. Another thing is that for the car was that the tank fights are really not good. Like really not good. Like they should have added more stuff for the tank fight. Then oh, you're gonna just shoot. You're going to do this. Oh, you're going to you can hack the big ones. Yeah, the tank fights. Some of them are actually on the hardest difficulty. Are kind of hard to do. Kinda, but you can do it. It's doable. But it's also like bowling daily though. It's just like, oh, how fast you can to go away from, you know. But yeah, and but yeah, there's only a few there's only like few problems. Like there's problems, but there's also so many good things from it that it feels like it um, outweighs the negatives. But again, what I'll say is this: take it again. I'll say is this: this is a good game. You know, good game for a lot of people. Good game for people who has wants to save money. You know, but also want to play good game. This is good for people who have like bad PCs. You know, and want to play a good game. You know, highly graphical game. You can play this. You can also. This is good for incoming PlayStation, incoming console people. You know, this is a good game to show. And yeah, I would also recommend use mods for like graphical enhancement or overload on some other things. But yeah, I really going to say that this game was one of the best games because they put a lot of effort, lots of things. Wait, what? Wait, what? What is? I remember there's like a guy over there. Okay. Oh my god, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I would also recommend that. Oh my god. But never mind. Okay, I can't show you right here, but ever again. Here you go. But yeah, this is a lot again. There, there. Yeah, this is a good game for everyone. You know, I would agree. You know, using mods for this game. You know, I would recommend using mods for this game. I'd also recommend, like mods on like remove few things this if there's few. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, and also one more thing. Every Batman game has one issue, which is which I haven't said is the trophies, the trophies, and everyone hates it. Everyone doesn't like it, but but the ending will be satisfying. Ending is always be satisfying. So yeah, this is the only thing. That's the only thing I have. And yeah, see ya. Have a good day. Yeah, boys, see ya. Turn off the live stream. Oh, turn it off.